Fight! Why, twice hard! Fight! Fight 20! Fight! Fight 20! Fight! Fight 80! 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 Fight! Fight 20! Fight! Fight! Fight 80! Fight! Fight 80! Fight! Fight twice hard! Fight! Fight 20! Fight 20! Set! Fight 80! Fight set! Fight 20! Fight set! Like 20! Like that! White 80!
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A give. This is Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 29. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
On first down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. To the air again, Fields. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. To throw is Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Off-play action, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields. And he completes it to Cohen. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
A play fake, now Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On play action, Fields. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Brady now on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The quick slant caught. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Brady to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A final shot before the break. Fields is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Brady. Complete. It's Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. Second and goal. To throw, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Montgomery. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Second and 3 from the 9. Now a run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer. Was solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most often...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. And he's brought down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery getting in from a yard out. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Brady. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes
touchdown! Darnell Mooney, 29 yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 68 yards.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Play action. It's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
There it is.
Picked off. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Fields now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This one fielded at the 5.
You gotta feel it, baby.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 47. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now a first down throw. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw, Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Devin White in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And one last throw here for Fields. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.